All right, so this is from the World Socialist website. Defend Julian Assange against U.S. charges. A court document dated August 22nd was made public Thursday night, which confirms that the U.S. Department of Justice is in possession of sealed criminal charges against WikiLeaks founder and publisher Julian Assange. As soon as he is forced out of the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he sought political asylum in 2012 and is now being denied any right to communicate with the outside world by the Ecuadorian government, a warrant will be issued for his extradition to the United States. The court document, which related to a case that had no remote connection to Assange, contained 2 paragraphs that named him. It stated that the sealing of an indictment was necessary because no other procedure is likely to keep confidential the fact that he's being charged. It requested that the charges remain sealed. Regardless of how the existence of charges has been revealed, it confirms all the warnings that Assange and his legal and political defenders have made since Swedish prosecutors issued an arrest warrant against him in November 2010 to purportedly answer questions over allegations he had committed sexual offenses. The Swedish allegations were fabricated against Assange under condition in which WikiLeaks had published explosive leaks that exposed U.S. war crimes. All right, so they go on to talk about that. They go on to talk about how he upset a lot of people during the 2016 election because he published stuff that made Clinton look bad. All right, this is kind of stuff we've already talked about on the show, a lot of this, but they even point out that Jeremy Corbyn hasn't been vocal on this. And here's kind of the summary of it. Most strikingly, however, has been the abandonment of Assange by virtually all the middle-class pseudo-left organizations in the U.S., Australia, Britain, and around the world, flowing from their support for gender and race-based identity politics and for the imperialist intrigues in Ukraine and Syria, which Assange opposed and exposed. They either maintain a complete silence on his persecution or have joined in slandering him as a stooge for Trump or Russia, even as Trump's administration has stepped up to the U.S. effort to silence him. Yeah, it's a modern-day execution attempt. I mean, that's really what's going on here. It's crazy, especially, Thanksgiving week. It's crazy to think that something like this is happening in our world. I mean, it's... I mean, they're trying to kill this guy. I mean, that's what they're doing. And he published documents. He published documents that he felt the public ought to know about. WikiLeaks has never had to retract a document, so it's not like they're spreading false information. They've been accused of it, and they were wrong. The people accusing them were wrong. So, I mean, I've participated in some of the visuals for the guy, and it's, it's one of those situations where you really feel powerless, because what can you do? I mean, they are trying to just force this guy out by denying him health care that he needs, by denying him sunlight, by denying him communication with the outside world. I heard recently he was able to have visitors again, but it's a dire situation, and it's we will look back on this as a very, very dark stain on our behavior as a species. We will look back on this as, when humanity scapegoated a journalist to the point of keeping him in solitary for years. And I hope the ending is happy. I hope the ending is just. I don't know if it will be or not. None of us know. But all I can say is I hope so.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news